Rock Schneider coming to you again with another exciting review. This time it's going to be part 2 of Sagittarius Aioros. As you saw in my last video, we did the kick-ass armor of the centaur right here with his long bow and everything in the Pandora box over here. And I don't know if I showed the Pandora box, but it's right here. It has the Sagittarius, and I think I did show it to you because he had the wings and everything, and I forgot about it. But it's standard Pandora box and made of cardboard, printed in I think it's opaline, and print it out, cut it out, fold it in, glue it on, and you got a perfect Pandora box right there next to your amazing Sagittarius armor right next to it. But anyways, this is part 2, and as you know, in part 2 we're gonna assemble the armor on the figure. And let's bring out the main guy right here, which is, here we have Aioros. He doesn't have that many accessories. Here we have Aioros with his accessories, which you cannot see very well. It only comes with 2 closed fists, as you can see right here. Pretty good. And 2, actually no, it's not open hands. This one's a gripping for the bow, obviously, and this one's for the arrow. As you can see, it has a hole right there. Now I went ahead and painted these hands. It probably can show, yeah, it can show right there. It's 2 different types of gold. Why? Because this is the original gold that it came with, and this one, for some strange reason, the gold faded away, and it wasn't my fault. It actually started to go all silver. I don't know why. So I went ahead and pop up the Tamiya clear yellow, I'm sorry. Just give it a brush, and even though it's a different type of different shade of gold, it looks amazing. It looks incredible. But anyway, let's put the hands on the side. And here we have Aioros, put the armor on the back. And here we have Aioros. The figure, it suffers first releases. As you all remember, the meat claws started to get better and better, and the body was kind of crappy at the beginning. Even though it has so much articulation, because when you put the armor, all the articulation, almost all of it goes away. But anyways, let me show you the articulation. The head is in a ball joint, like so. The shoulders can swing all around 360. It has a hinge on the inside, swivel bicep, double hinge shoulders, so it can do a really good bend, and a swivel wrist. And obviously you pop the hands out. It has an up crunch. It can bend that much forward, and nothing on the back. Swivel waist, ball hinge, leg joints right here, tie swivel, double hinge knees, and I don't think that one's, oh yeah, it swings, but it's really hard. I won't move it, I don't want to break it, but it has a boot cut. Also, it has a swivel on the ankles, rocker ankles, swivel knees, and the toes can move that much forward. You can see it has a lot of articulation, and yeah, these figures can go into crazy poses, but because you put the armor, you lose everything. So let me show you Aioros' face before I put the armor. It's really bad. And here's Seiya's face, which doesn't help at all. It's really crappy. I mean, that's what it was back then. I don't know, you know, I mean, Aioria, Camus, Shaka, and now I can see Aioros. They suffer from horrible faces. To apply the armor, we're gonna remove everything. So let's pop out the head and everything. You just have the body without head, hands, and feet. And now we're gonna disassemble the armor. Now be careful, especially with the arrow. It's really thin, and it's thin plastic, so you don't want to break it. So this one, don't disassemble so fast. I mean, take your time. Like that thing. Take out the helmet. It's really simple. Those are the most delicate parts. After that, you can just take out everything. And there we left with the skeleton. Yay! He's all happy. Look at it with his hook head. And we have all the pieces. I know it's a mess. I'm not gonna organize them because no point. So, like the other armors, we're gonna start with the waist. Like I said before, bigger one from these 2 pieces goes in the front. This is the front part of the armor, goes right here. And like in the armor, like in the object, has 2 pegs, 2 peg holes right here, so they peg together and they can hold on pretty well. But still, apply the skirts right away, the side of the skirts, I'm sorry. And I'm not gonna apply the front of the skirt just yet, because you know, the trouble of putting the pieces on the arms and on the legs. So let's go ahead and put the easiest parts. So I was saying, after you apply the breastplate, the next part you want to put is this little piece that goes in the back. Remember, it's like an L shape, so that's how you know which side goes up. Now let's go ahead and apply the legs first before we apply the arms. So you can slide them all the way in, and that's as far as they go. Let's go ahead and put the other one already, and slide the other one in. Like so. Grab the feet, and this one goes right here. There we go. Grab the other one. There we go. And now we can stand him up. Go ahead and start assembling the arms. Now before we apply these things, as you can see, it has two little grooves right here, peg holes or whatever you want to call them, and that's where you apply these things. Like I said, it covers the elbows, and that's how they go. Before we put them on the figure, let's go ahead and apply these things first. So let's go ahead and put the bicep protector, and then this part right here. I'm gonna use the closed fist first, and then I'm gonna show you how he looks holding the bow and arrow. And like in all gold saying, like all mid-cloths, putting the hands are a pain in the ass. There we go. The same thing on the other one. Grab this part, slide it all the way in. This one too. Grab the closed fist and peg it in as best as you can. And we have the arms. The arms and the legs, which are the most annoying part of all the mid-cloths to put. And you know why, because you don't have a place to grab. I mean, we can put these parts right away, but they're going to be falling off. Let's go ahead and put this thing. Like I said, they go on the shoulders. Those little grooves where the swivel go, that's where you apply these things. And it goes like that. Yeah, it goes like that. That's how it's supposed to go. Grab the other one, put it on the other side. Now, before we put the shoulders, go ahead and put the front of the skirt exactly the same way we put it on the armor. Just peg it in like so. Now let's go ahead and put the ones at the bottom. It has two holes right here, and that's how you put it. Just like in the hoops, you put it now in the ankles, and they look pretty cool. Now I'm gonna put this piece last because, like I said, in the armor it fell off. You can't even imagine how much it's gonna fall off in this one. It's very simple. It just goes right there, but it's gonna keep on falling off. So let's go ahead and put the wings first. Oh, there's one. There we go. That's the other wing. You can see the figure is starting to come out. Now before we put the shoulders, go ahead and put the head. But first, let's remove the hair, which is really simple. Just take it apart. And you can see it has a peg hole right here, and the original peg we used for the armor. Just slide it in, and it doesn't look that bad. It actually looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and peg the head back in, like so. Finally, let's put the shoulders. They're not a problem. They go in really easy, and they stay on. But still, I just want to put them at the end. Now for the last and final piece, this thing. There we have Aioros, and you're not seeing the entire thing. It's actually on the side. I'm sorry. And here we have Sagittarius Aioros all assembled, all in his armor, all looking incredible. Even though we saw him like twice in the entire anime, wearing his armor and once fighting. I still don't know, and it's probably that the whole thing that Kurumada was just going as he didn't thought that the anime was gonna be that popular. And I actually read something about it, that he didn't think that the anime was gonna be that popular, so it was gonna be only based on the Colosseum at the beginning, the Galactic War or something like that. I don't remember what it was called, with the Bronze Saints fighting for the gold armor, the Sagittarius armor. And as you remember, the Sagittarius armor there was totally different. It was actually a centaur, and it looked very Gundam-ish. The helmet was super big. It wasn't this tiara with wings. It was a big helmet with mouthpiece. Only the eyes came out, and it didn't have the wings. The bow was integrated into the left arm, and the arrow was integrated on the right arm. And it was nothing like this one. It was a very futuristic, cybernetic type of arrow. All the armor was very, very, very different. And during the series, they don't actually explain why they were separated. I mean, and the Bronze Saints had the headpiece of the armor, and the Pope had the rest of the armor. And suddenly, by who knows why or what reason, they just flew from each part of the world. They joined together and they descended inside of a lagoon. When it came out, it was this armor. It transformed by itself. Why? I have no idea. He just, like I said, Kurumada just went up with whatever the hell. He just extended the series over and over and over and over and over. Now there is a mid-cloth with that original armor, which I don't have, and somebody around here was selling it for really cheap, but still, like I said, I'm not buying the mid-cloths anymore. And here we have the 360-degree view, so you can appreciate the entire armor from back to front and every single angle of the armor. Even though this figure is 12 years old, yeah, 12 years old, it still holds up pretty well. I mean, it's pretty damn cool, to be honest. Let me show you from the top to bottom. Legs, they got Aioros' ass right there, breastplate, shiny wings, and finally the helmet. I'm glad Kurumada did the upgrade of the figure. It looks much better. The other one, like I said, it looks like a Gundam. To be honest, it looks more like a Gundam, which I don't mind, because I like Gundams. But still, it didn't go well with the rest of the armors, the rest of the Gold Saints. They're very, very different. Now let me go ahead and show you what everybody wants to see. Good old Aioros holding his bow and arrow. And it's pretty cool. You can do this, and that's actually his Greek symbol for it, basically. And to do that, we need to change the hands, and of course the back piece is gonna fall off every time soon. So anyway, let's go ahead and turn his head to the side, because obviously he's gonna be pointing on to this side, since the hand can only hold the bow from this side. Now I should have put the bow first, but oh well, just bend the fingers as much as possible and slide it in like so. There we have it. There we have him holding his bow. When I had him in my collection post wearing his armor, I was having with the bow down like that and the arrow like this, and he was looking down. Let me show you how it looks. And this one is exactly like in the armor. Just slide it in and holds it pretty good. This is how I always had my Aioros. Obviously a little more dynamic, the legs a little more open and stuff like that, but I'm doing it through a camera lens and it's really hard to see. And of course you can open the wings and stuff like that. Or if you want to do it like he has in the armor, the arms extended like so. But you can recreate that. Anyway, there we have Aioros ready to shoot his God Killer bow and arrow. Of course, the bow doesn't have the string, which it would complicate things a lot. Because I had figures with bows and they had the string, and it's not pretty. It's a pain in the ass. Because it always has to be in an angle, so it's stretched. Otherwise, you have a horrible string fiddling there, and it's not nice. Here we have Aioros ready to shoot his killer arrow of total devastation. The God Killer, whatever you want to call it, and extended wings so you can see them how they look, all extended, all badass. But yeah, this figure is pretty cool. I mean, I got it way back then. Obviously I didn't get it back in 2004. I got it maybe around 2006 or 2005. I don't remember. But still, this figure costed me like around maybe $35 back then. Even though it was a $50 figure, where I bought them because it was Latin version, that's the price that it was. Today, this figure, I don't know how much it runs for, but still, these figures are pretty cool. Are pretty good. I mean, obviously there's scrapes and everything, but it has to happen. Unless you have it mint in box, you're never gonna have a mid-cloth without scrapes on the gold chipping off. Even though it was the fourth figure to come out, it's way better than Aquarius, Leo, and Virgo. It's way better than all three of them. Of course, you have the upgrade, because yeah, they made an upgrade for Aioros. Figure looks way better. Now, not to mention that it has a better head sculpt. It has new wings, which are way better. And I don't know if you apply the breastplate or not, but just a new head sculpt and the new wings is more than enough. But anyways, this is gonna end my review for the great Sagittarius Aioros, probably the greatest Gold Saint that ever existed in the original anime. The older brother of Aioria. the traitor, but was also the savior of Athena and the guy that actually stopped Saga from taking over the world, basically. But still, anyways, this figure is amazing. I recommend you get it if you're not buying EX, or if you're not buying Soul of Gold and you want Sagittarius, or your zodiac sign is Sagittarius and you always like this or kind of liked it, you want to get it, go ahead and get it. It's pretty cool. I didn't show him wearing the Seiya head because it's crap. That Seiya head is horrible. I'm not gonna show it. But anyways, this is gonna end the review for the great Aioros. People wanted to see this review a lot, and it's finally here. I'm finally done with him. There's a surprise coming up next week. Again, if you like my video, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps me a lot. If you want to see more of my videos or more reviews of mine that I did in the past, you can go ahead and subscribe my channel. Just click on the button right there, or hit the little bell thing that shows you every time I upload a new review. But anyways, I would like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review, and until next time, this is Rock Schneider signing off. So take care.